Hey everybody, welcome back to my AI Made Easy series. This is Steve Carey, and today I'm making this video to show you how I'm going to update one of my custom GPTs. Not too long ago, I made a video showing how I would make a custom GPT specifically for these series of videos. And I wanted to use it so I could quickly write email newsletters, write course lesson descriptions, write YouTube video descriptions. It works most of the time really well, but it can be frustrating. And the reason is that I will try to tell it to write a newsletter and it will write one, but it doesn't look like the ones that I put up inside the custom GPT as examples. And sometimes I have to be very explicit just to make sure it knows to find that example loaded into the knowledge base. And so I started thinking, I know there's a better way to do it. And today I'm going to show you a couple improvements that I'm going to make to this and walk you through as I do it. Now, one of them is using a different file format than PDFs. And if you're making custom GPTs, I recommend you make this change as well. Instead of PDFs, I'm using files in what is called Markdown format. Now, don't be put off by the technical terms. Markdown format is just an easy way to take a text file and have AI read it in a very straightforward way. I will show you exactly what that looks like. I even made a tutorial for you, so it's really easy to see. So I won't spend too much time explaining what Markdown is. I'll just show it to you, and then you can look through this on your own, and it'll make perfect sense. But the key here is that AI and most computer programs understand what Markdown format is. It's extremely lightweight, and by being consistent with the file types that you upload into your custom GPTs, you are increasing the chance that AI is going to know exactly what's in it as far as content goes, and it's going to make it easier for it to find. Sometimes if you use PDFs, it has to do a little bit of extra work. There's extra data embedded in PDFs, and so it doesn't always render that information accurately. So this is just another standard way to improve how you use AI. It seems a little bit technical and a little bit more detail-oriented, but I think it's worth it, and I don't think it's that hard. Over here, you can see all the details about what Markdown format is. I think this is one of the easiest examples to show. You have different headings, and Markdown format is literally this in a text file. That's what it looks like. So it's really easy to remember a few things, and it's great to use with AI because AI understands hierarchy. It understands different coding like this. Now, you might be asking, how do I create documents in Markdown format? I'll show you one quick, easy way to do it. And I use Notion for almost all of this because Notion is easy to use, and it's easy to format text, and it's easy to create text in Markdown format. So I have the same tutorial right here as a single page within Notion. And all you have to do is go up here to the three dots in the top right and go to Export, and then you'll see different options for exporting. Choose the one that says Markdown and CSV, and just click on Export. It's going to export it into a zip file and save it that way. Then you can extract it and upload it to your custom GPT. So let's get on to that part. I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to update my custom GPT, and hopefully this can make it more accurate. So first of all, I am in my custom GPT that I created not too long ago. It's called The Voice of Steve, and it really is designed to help me shortcut writing all the things that typically go with this video. Now let me go here and click Edit. And the first thing I'm going to do is show you that I've got 3 examples in here: email newsletter, course lesson, and YouTube description. So these are all in PDF. So I'm going to get rid of these 3 files. And then I'm going to drop in my new files that are the same examples. They're just written in Markdown format. Okay, I've got the 3 files uploaded, and you'll notice there's one existing one called The Voice of Steve Style and Tone Guide. This is already in Markdown format. So now I've got a consistent group of documents that's going to make my custom GPT perform a little bit better. But now there's another step that I'm going to do. I'm going to create an index file. And this is a clever way to tell your custom GPT exactly what knowledge is uploaded in the knowledge repository and give it an easy way to find it. I've got a prompt already written, and it's going to do a few things. It's going to tell AI to find all the files that are already uploaded, and it's going to create a new index file listing all these documents and the titles and the names and a short description. So here is the prompt, and I'm just using the testing area in my custom. Now, what this is going to do is going to create a new index file, and it's going to put it in a different format called a YAML file, YAML. And the reason I'm using this file is because it's another way to help AI understand exactly what you have. These type of files, although they are in text, they're really designed to be read by software, computers, machines. It's designed to be easily interpreted. So that's why I'm using this format. Now I have the whole index file right here already done for me. So I don't have to do any thinking about this. So I'm just going to save this into my text editor, and I'll save it as a index.yaml file. So now I've got that created. I'm just going to upload that new index file. Now I've got an index file plus all of my other knowledge in there. And I've got one last prompt I'm going to run because I need to update my instructions. And I'm going to open up my instructions right there, and I'm just going to drop in this new bit of instructions, and it's telling AI that I've got a new index file. Very clear, and it's got all the details about what's in there. After updating this, now as a user, it's really easy for me to just tell AI to write an email newsletter based off of the knowledge in there. I don't have to remember each file name, and I don't need to remember what's in each one because this new index file has got inside of it descriptions and tags to help AI understand what is in its knowledge repository. Now, if I say write an email newsletter for me, because it has keywords about email newsletter and it knows to look for the examples, it's got a much better chance of knowing where to go and get that example, so I don't have to write the prompt multiple times. This is one of those areas where as you start to add more knowledge into your custom GPTs, it becomes much more effective when you start adding an index file in there as well. I'm going to play around with this. I have a feeling this is going to be a huge improvement over what it was before. So now I've increased the chances that it's going to do it right. And as you get more systematic in your use of AI and start building workflows, you want to start moving towards a more structured way of building your prompts, and having consistency in your file types using Markdown and an index file is a way to really help you do that. Now, one last thing, if you want the tutorial on the Markdown file, I've got it in my prompt library, and I showed it to you before. In addition to accessing the tutorial file, you can get the same prompt that I made for creating the index file. It is also in here as well. All you have to do is join my community. You'll get access to this prompt library, and you'll get these resources for free. So I hope you check it out. Okay, that is it for today. Enjoy, and I hope this works out well for you. Take care.